Good evening, parents. I just want to give you a very quick crash course on Ignitia. There'll be more of these videos coming out shortly. We are just about ready to begin placement tests. So once you are notified, please be sure your child or children get their placement test done as soon as possible. And hopefully you'll be notified within the next day or so. What I'm going to show you right now is how to log into the site. First of all, notice the web address, lisbonfalls.ignitiaschools.com. So lisbonfalls.ignitiaschools.com. You got to make sure you're in the right school. I would recommend you go to this site and you bookmark it, make it one of your favorites, put it on your phone, your tablet, wherever you think you might possibly want to access this. Now, when you get this video, shortly afterwards, you should get a link in a separate email from this video, the email that this video link came on. You'll get a separate email, and it will give you a direct link to set up your Ignitia account. You click the link, it's going to bring you to a page like this. It's going to have your username and 2 password boxes, and you set your password. I've completed that step. This is a demo account. I don't have kids here, but it's a parent account. Now, before we go into this, remember you have different types of enrollments. There is teacher assist and there is parent-led. We'll be talking about parent-led especially more in future videos. But if you have a parent-led enrollment for your child, you're going to get 2 logins, so don't get confused by that. You're going to get this one here, which you may end up not using as much, but then you basically will also get a teacher login because you are the teacher in the parent-led. Teacher assist, this is your primary means for checking on your child's academics. All right. So with that, we can go and I've already set my password, so we can click and it's going to bring me to this page. And this is the home page, and you can see it gives you this, a calendar. It gives you the courses they're enrolled in. The school is operating, Ignitia is operating on a 4-day week, just like the academy, Monday through Thursday, as far as when teachers will be available. And again, that would be for teacher assist, when they would be available for that. Now, you can come in here and look at what courses your child is enrolled in and their progress. Now, there's nothing going on here right now, except we do see actually right here that Abby has done 3% of essentials in communication, and she's got a score here, and we'll talk about that later in English 4. So Abby's been doing a little bit of work. That's pretty good. You can then go to view student courses. And here is Abby, and actually we see there was no percentage showing because she had under 1%. She's got 0.6% of English 4 done with a 95 and 3.8% of essentials of communication. So this is how you can keep track. You can print your student courses. You can change your student or your child, so you can check both. Then you can view assignments, and it's in assignments. You can take a look at specific assignments they have and the title, what type it is, a test, a lesson, a quiz, or it could be a project, which is not appearing there. How close they are to completing that. When is it due? All right. And the completion date. When did they get it done? The score, etc. So you're going to be able, and again, you can print all this. The last thing I'm going to show you very quickly is a help document, which you should have received in this email. If you go to the bottom of the page and click help, it brings you to this screen and you see Parent Quick Start Guide. So you click the Parent Quick Start Guide, which again, I would have sent this in the email, But if you're like me and you don't like to clutter up your computer and you say, well, if I know I can get it on my login, I'll just do it that way. Or maybe you want to have this information in front of you and you print it up and put it in a binder. This is the parent quick start guide. There will be different information for the parent led. All right. So this gives you an overview and maybe a little more information than what I've told you. All right, so that's the parent login, but I'm going to show you something else really quickly. Remember, my son Sam. I'm gonna play Sam here, and Sam is going to go to his account. So I am typing in his information, and here's a student account. Now you look right here, and they're going to come to this page. I would highly recommend they, and maybe you as well, log in and view this video. Now, a little tip that I've been given from people from Ignitia, they tell me that if you're teacher assist, okay, so you've got one of our teachers doing the scoring of their lessons and projects, you can use your parent login to check their progress, but you get more information if you log into your student's account. All right, or to your child's account. So maybe when you either look over their shoulder or when they're they're not logged into Ignitia, you know what their login is and you jump on because you're going to get more information on their account. Parent-led, you may need to do that as well, but you're going to have a lot more information than the teacher assist will. So you may not need to actually do that. You also see the student has a message center. Be sure he checks his messages. You notice his teacher, George Washington, has sent him a message. And he says, essentials of communication is going to be wonderful. Looking forward to meeting you. I have sent him a message welcoming him to the school. All right, so make sure he checks his messages and keeps current, because the teacher might actually have something fairly important here. We'll have message of the day, so maybe there's something that is just an encouragement or something that comes through. It could be administrative messages or teacher messages. So if you, with that, if you go back to learn, here is his assignments. And he also has courses. Now the courses are the courses that he's enrolled in. And you can see language arts placement, reading placement, math placement. He's got 3 enrollments right here. This is where parents of teacher assist students want to take note of this, because you can log into this screen and your child has access to this. So it gives them a little more information than you're seeing. For instance, starting over here, pacing. At the moment, he's on track. This could be a red circle with the number 4 in it. That means he's behind by 4 lessons. It could be a black circle with a check. He's on track. It could be a green circle with a 7, which means he's 7 lessons ahead. And to use ACE, just think about daily goals. So it'd be a lesson is a daily goal. So he's 7 days behind. He's 4 days ahead. Or I'm sorry, 7 days ahead, 4 days behind. So if you're a parent, either parent-led or teacher assist, maybe you jump on this, especially teacher assist, and you take a look and say, hey, listen, okay, I see that you are 7 days ahead of math and 4 days behind in language arts. Maybe you need to work on your English today. It's also going to give you the progress towards completion, days remaining. It's going to give you, and again, these are all bogus numbers right now because there's really nothing loaded in. Their score to date, their current score. So this gives you a lot of very relevant information. It will also tell you if the assignment is past due or if they're on schedule. If you go to assignments, and actually that's where that shows up, due. Here's the due date. If this due date had gone by, this would be orange. All right, so it's an overdue assignment. So it's something else that you can do to check. Say, all right, I see you don't need to do these two, but this one's overdue, so you need to get on this one. So here are his enrollments. In this case, we are ready for Sam to do his placement test. So all you're, at this point, we're assuming you've been notified. Your child knows the login. They can log into their account and they can say, all right, you know what? Well, let's see, what do I want to do first? Oh, I think I'll do reading first. So they can click assigned. And here's their assignment. All right. Now, he might get an alert like this. Quizzes and tests must be completed once started. Oh, yeah, no, I am not going to do this right now. Yeah, I'm going to do this one. So this just gives you an idea how all this is going to work. Now, again, we'll have more information coming. Look for more videos. Very important, please look for an email saying ready to do placement test. And when you get that email, please be sure your children get the placement test done as soon as possible. And it should be very soon. The placement tests are done right now. I got to do a little more tweaking on them tonight. And I'll be working at the museum tomorrow. You might get an email tomorrow night saying they're ready to go. So as soon as that's the case, you want to be sure to get that done. All right, so just a crash course on Ignitia. More information will be coming out, especially for those in parent-led. And I just want to thank you very much for tuning in.